Good evening, guys. It's evening time here. It's now 17 minutes to 12 midnight. 17 minutes to 12 midnight. March 13th, 2017. Just to share with you this Sam. It's so weird for me. Just I did some sort of comparison between London and the nearest cities that it has. Oslo, Copenhagen, Stockholm and Copenhagen. Okay, I did a comparison between Oslo, between London and that side as a reference, and Oslo. This is Copenhagen and Stockholm. I'm talking about Denmark and here Norway and Sweden. So all those three countries, as well as the UK, London, England. You are going to find it very silly, Sam. Very silly, and it has to give us some sort of a hint about what's going on. We do have scrambled flight zone times over here. First of all, we need to discuss at what they are presenting in Google Earth, the distances. What they are exactly. Look to UK how it's look like, which it shouldn't. It has to be this direction, that direction, and that tail has to hit over here, and that has to hit here actually, because also this part peninsula has to face this. Look, this portion has to face this portion. Look. So it's in direction with that. Why I'm saying that? Why I'm saying that, guys? Because if you go more close to the distances, first distance, it's 590, you can say 600 miles between London and Copenhagen. It's just 590. You can say 600, but meanwhile it needs more than 1 hour 50 minutes, between 40 minutes to 50 minutes to go there, which is too weird for me. Moreover, to Oslo, from London to Oslo, it's 700 miles. So here you can say 600 miles, and here 700 miles. The flight period needs 2 hours 5 minutes. 2 hours 5 minutes. The most weird stuff over here in Stockholm. What's the distances? 880 miles, which needs 2 hours 20 minutes. 2 hours. So the gap between those two cities is just 15 minutes. 15 minutes to pass 180 miles. Only 15 minutes to pass 185 miles. This is not what I'm saying. This is what those programs used to say. This is London to Copenhagen. It's, look here, guys, 1 hour 40 minutes. And some other places 1 hour 50 minutes. Okay, this is from London. This is the 590 miles. The 590 miles. But if we go there, yeah, this is the flight from London to Oslo. Needs 2 hours 5 minutes. 2 hours 5 minutes from London to Oslo. The 700 miles. If you recall that, 700 miles needs 2 hours 5 minutes. Usually the flight speed, it's between 500 to 550 miles per hour. So I will disregard that, and I will assume that it's okay for me that it needs 2 hours 50 minutes, since the 600 miles or 590 miles from London to Copenhagen needs 1 hour 40 minutes. So it's okay with me that it needs 2 hours 5 minutes for 700 miles. But the weirdest stuff is that I need 2 hours 20 minutes from London to Stockholm, and the gap is 180 miles. It's 880 miles. The distance between London to Stockholm, it's 880 miles. That gives us a certain shape, Sam, a certain shape. If I'm going back again to the map, the most weird stuff that it's actually from Copenhagen to Oslo itself, it's almost 300 miles. Almost 300 miles. And from Stockholm to Oslo, 275 miles. But from London, the gap is 180 miles. That gives you another direction. That means Stockholm is more closer here, Oslo little bit up there, and Copenhagen this side. So it creates sort of triangle over here, not the shape that they are presenting, and that triangle from here and so on. So that direction has to flip like that, pointing this head of UK ended with London. So I believe when the flight goes, it has to cross all this land up to here. Then it has to have a direction. It shouldn't come directly to the sea to follow that flight, to follow that path directly to the sea. No, it has to go that side. And this is what I am going to find out, the real path of airplane from London to Oslo and Stockholm. Okay guys? Okay Sam? This is my findings for the time being. Hope you enjoy it, but more than the enjoyment, we need to make research, good research. We need to know exactly where is the flight path. If the flight path goes like this, that's ensuring what I'm saying, that this part is pointing here, and that peninsula, it's not pointing down there, it has to pointing like this, that direction, along with that part, that UK tongue, Scotland, and the UK has to be like this, parallel to that area. It's not pointing to the what's that called, Iceland. No, it's not pointing there, it has to point here. This is what I believe. Now my next task will be to find out the real route for the flight from London to Oslo, where it has to go, the real flight path. That's all, Sam. Thank you. Bye.